Hello, and welcome to Material Components, the actual play RPG show all about a renaissance of magic and the heroes living through it. Brought to you by the Punch Up Entertainment Network. I am Cole Fiala, your Dungeon Master, and joining me is the cast of Material Components.
Hello.
Stop. Hello.
Hey, everybody. I am Olivia, and I will be playing Her Royal Majesty, Queen Consort of Navarre, and Princess of France, too, is in there somewhere. Margot de Valnois.
I'm Elias, and I am playing the humble Nico di Fiorentini.
I am Michael, and I am playing the equally, if not more, humble Master of Ceremonies.
I'm Reed, and I'll be playing Corso, the supremely humble.
Oh, wow.
Local guild master of the stonemasons of Florence.
And I am Mike Gargoni, and I am playing as Alessandra Beccansale Landau Demetrio, the Bride of Wallachia.
They do not have humble in Wallachia. They did.
And so now we return to Material Components, the Shadow Kingdom. As a strange man, a man that the characters involved in this play, this possible tragedy, this farce, would all be at least tangentially aware of. This man, a foreigner from very far away, begins his morning the way he begins every morning, with a cup of coffee and a run around the city of Florence. And as he runs, he encounters others out at this early morning hour. People associated with the Gonfalonieri, with Savonarola, his so-called weepers, armed with mallets and hammers and chisels, as well as rope, as they scour the town and begin to deface remnants that the Medici had left behind. And as they work to deface a statue of the patriarch of the Medici family, Cosimo de' Medici, the statue falls, cracks, and then rises as its hand reaches out to crush one of its assailants. And the strange man, the foreigner, from a very, very far away land, can only pick up a stick and attempt to defend the city. You all awaken, probably around 10 a.m., having a slightly truncated rest, but still getting your long rest in. Margot, you may have been awakened slightly earlier by an attendant who would inform you that there is trouble in the city.
That's fine. I think that Margot invented polyphasic sleeping before it was cool.
You get your long rest throughout the day.
Yeah. Or, yeah, I was just about to say, or Jack Donaghy style micronaps. Did they tell me what kind of trouble, or just that there's, like, disturbance?
There are disturbances. There appears to be statues that have come alive and are defending themselves against the Weepers. They are all statues of your kinsmen.
These statues, have they armed anyone yet?
Yes, unfortunately.
Tell me where the nearest disturbance is, and I will go
It's a couple of minutes
investigate.
away. It's a couple of minutes away.
Okay. Is there anybody from the party in the house anymore, or no, not really. I think there would
Corso, you stayed there, didn't you?
Yeah, I didn't go anywhere.
be. Okay. That's fine. Okay. I would... Yeah.
He's been here the whole time.
Master of Ceremonies was you the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. Margot looks in the mirror as she's like getting ready and like steps to the side somehow in the mirror view. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will go. I'm gonna go investigate. I will have someone. Wait. Actually, you know what? I won't. I won't wake up Corso. I'm just gonna go like take a look at what's going on, and then I may send word back. I will actually say I'm also not going to take any guards. I'm gonna go incognito, rogue style.
Got it. So you head off into the city streets, and you make your way to a church not far away. A church that was commissioned by members of your kin, members of your family, years and years ago. Built by the patriarch of the family that first really brought the family, the Medici, to prominence, Cosimo de' Medici. And what you find is a battle between a group of weepers, the zealotous followers of Savonarola, fellow monks and lay people of the church, as they battle what had been a very large but seated statue of your ancestor. This statue now ambulating around and attempting to crush its assailants with a long stone staff, stands probably 15 to 20 feet high. It is a huge creature. And it is, there are the broken bodies of several of the weepers littered around the square where they have been struck and sent flying. Make a perception check for me.
Okay. And I will also just let you know for your own purposes that I am wearing my cloak.
Yep.
Cool.
Fair enough.
Perception. Okay. That is a dirty 20.
In the cracks, this thing is not moving as a seamless piece of stone. It is cracked at the joints where it is moving, and there is something beneath the stone.
Fucked up. But neat. Does it look like it's indiscriminately like attacking people, or it's specifically going after the Leapers, or does that kind of all blends together? Because there's like...
Currently, the Weepers are really the only ones here. There's a very wide and loose perimeter of people, but most people are staying away from this. And with your perception check, you can hear in the distance similar sounds of battle happening elsewhere within the city. It would seem that your family built in protections.
I'm trying
That
to
was a
remember
pain in
if
the
I
ass.
know about the taking all of the Medici facades off. If I know about that plan. I don't think I do. So I just leave. I just let them all die. No.
It's a strong choice.
I'll grab one of them, or like I'll help, somebody who has fallen. I will how has this happened?
We tried to tear down the statue, and then it attacked us.
Is it attempting to follow you, or
Yes!
Okay.
Says the man with 2 broken legs that you're kind of like dragging away.
Okay.
This is specifically the one I told to walk it off earlier. Really...
Oh no. I am going to I'm gonna like see if I can get folks in the crowd to like help clear people. I'm gonna use one of my daggers and I'm just gonna whip it at this thing.
Got it. What's the range on one of your daggers?
20 feet, so I think
Okay.
I'm close.
It is engaged with... Do you consider the Weepers allies?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is engaged with allies, so while it doesn't get... You don't have advantage, you qualify for sneak attack.
Cool. I'm trying to court their boss, so...
Yeah.
But politically, not romantically. Gross.
Totally.
Yeah. Ew.
Oh, that is a natural 20.
So awesome. So remember, listeners, dear listeners, that we use epic crits. And that is an epic crit from a 10th level rogue.
I will also remind the audience, who maybe is not listening to all of these at once, this is the very first attack I've made this entire mini campaign. All right, that's 5d6 for my sneaky sneaks.
And my question to you is, are you using one of your daggers or one of the daggers you recovered from the assassins?
Oh, no, I think it's just one of my regular daggers. Okay. I don't think I was that put together about it.
Got it.
It's 5d6 for sneak attack, and then it's a 1d, 4 plus 4
1d4,
for the regular.
5d6.
Mm-hmm.
And what is your, and your dex is 4? Your dex is 18, or? Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Awesome. Yeah, 38.
Stupid non-physical, stupid virtual rolling. I rolled really bad. That is only 13 damage on top of that.
Still 51 damage all at once. Yeah.
With a dagger. I think it does, like, there's, like, you mentioned there are, like, chinks in the joints. Yeah, I think she does aim for, like, something in the neck or back that, like, is central, but looks like it's exposed or cracking.
Yeah, so how this happens is you catch it while it's turned away from you, and there is a break kind of along the spine of this thing, and you nail it kind of in the lumbar region. And this thing, which had been making a lot of noise as it is a huge statue lumbering around and attacking things, reels back and screams in pain as the face of it tears open, revealing some form of mouth beneath it as you paralyze it, as it like basically crumples to the ground. The top half of it still works, but the bottom half has been rendered non-functional.
Like a fleshy mouth?
Yeah.
I mean,
So
he
it's
mentioned
meat
that-
on the inside.
Yeah. Uh-huh. This is going to be very awkward at the next family reunion if it turns out this is actually just a guy I am related to.
An individual that you hadn't quite seen previously had been working to get some of the injured away, makes their way up and armed. It looks like with a broom handle, because it was what was around, and begins to, like a fencer, use the broom handle and poke in at various joints, attempting to do whatever damage it can. And with the now partially immobilized statue, they appear to be slightly more effective. You can't imagine they're doing much damage, but it's certainly something.
Only because I did a good job against that. Margot has been like incognito. The hood of the Cloak of Elvenkind is up, and
Yeah.
she will like very dramatically like pull it back to reveal who she is to the crowd.
Mhm.
And I'm going to go to the. Is it fallen over? Is it like face
It's
near
like-
the ground?
Collapsed onto its legs. So like it's suddenly paralyzed from the waist down, basically. So it is kind of collapsed in a heap, but it is trying to like keep itself up and swinging around with its long stone stave.
Can I attempt to get? I'm going to try to reveal what this thing's face looks like. Can I attempt to get closer? I guess is my.
Totally. It won't get an opportunity attack unless you leave its threatened area. So you can move right up onto it. How do you want to try to reveal the face?
I mean, you said that the mouth had cracked. I'm going to just see if I can just get my little fingies under there and just pull it off. Oh, I'm going to break a
Okay,
nail.
that's
Shit.
It's gonna be a strength check.
Oh,
then.
good. I'm really good at those. I don't have any weapons except for daggers.
The first one was pretty effective.
Yeah, that doesn't work. It's
No.
2, I think. Yeah, I might do that on the next one because the 2 didn't work. I
Yeah,
assume.
so it's unhappy about you being on its head.
Yeah, that's fair. I give it a little kiss on the forehead.
Yeah, sure you do. It's gonna try to attack you,
Okay, that makes sense.
but a 12 probably doesn't hit.
It doesn't, no.
Okay, and for its second attack, how about a 21?
No, that misses. Oh.
So
I'm not supposed to get hit.
23 damage
Oofa.
as this like 20-foot long stone stave hits you off of its head. I need you to make a dexterity check. Or dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Let's see if you can do a superhero landing. Or if you're going to take fall damage.
I hear those really hard on the knees, though.
That is a 21.
So you are batted off of this thing's head, landing probably 15 to 20 feet away, but you land on your feet sliding back with your dagger outstretched in hand. That individual who is not a weeper, roll me like a charisma check of some sort to see if you even know who this is.
I am Grawl. I
Yes.
found this.
Yes, Grull, the fencer.
Just a straight charisma throw.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
a
just like,
19.
do you know this? What was it?
19.
19. You know them as the professor. They're some learned individual from a very far away place that the name has been mentioned to you, but you have never heard of it. They rush in and they strike at it with the broom handle. They do hit, so they're gonna do a whole 2 damage with a broom. Every little bit. The Weepers are taking this opportunity to try to like restrain it, to try and do damage to it. It's far less mobile, and they're kind of encircling it, and they're now able to really attack it from all sides. So, coming at it with hammers and chisels, they're able to get another few good hits in, and this thing is quickly looking bad. The stone facade, because that's clearly what it is now, is falling away, revealing it's all flesh in there. It's like purple and dark, and as it is revealed beneath the sunlight, it begins to smoke. It's your turn again.
Okay. Wow, I hate this. And also, I feel very dumb for not bringing you with me, Reed. Sorry.
I'm enjoying my nap right now. This is the comfiest couch I have ever slept on. I've never slept on a couch before. It also makes it kind of the worst couch I've ever slept on, too, though.
Mhm. probably more decorative than comfy, TBH.
Fine.
So, I'm going to take out my second dagger
Mm-hmm.
and whip it at this thing again.
Okay. Roll. Did you botch? That's the face of someone who botched.
No, it's cocked, but it was another natural 20. And it doesn't count because it was like, it's kind of on my computer cord, but it was just funny. But that's more like it. That is a 17.
That misses.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's small amounts of chip damage. The professor's not able to land a strike this time. The Weepers, I think, are going to be able to take it down, or at least come close. This thing is absolutely on its last legs at this point. You have the chance for a final blow. Basically, if you land this hit, it'll go down.
I'm going to go pick up the dagger I just threw that missed it and then stab it if I can, if I may.
Yeah, go for it.
All right, that is a 14 plus 8 is 22.
That is definitely a hit. Roll some damage. You need to beat 5.
Oh my god, I'm not gonna... Oh wait, yeah, I will kill it no matter what. Yeah, that's 6.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it ceases to function, falling to the ground, the stone edifice on it chipping and shattering as it does, the Medici crest of the five orbs falling off of it, revealing this massive figure of purple black flesh with a gaping maw, but no eyes, no seeing sensory organs. And as this thing sits in the morning light, its flesh burns and bubbles and is turning to ash before everyone's eyes as it slowly dissipates and becomes nothing but smoke and ash and a little bit of goo.
Do I have any idea what this thing is?
Roll me Arcana or Religion, maybe?
Those are the same for me, yeah. Huh, nope, I don't know what it is. I just botched. I will ask the professor, though. Have you any idea what this creature is?
Well, and he's kind of an older gentleman. You can't quite place his exact age. Somewhere in his late 50s, early 60s. And he, as the corpse is dissipating, he kind of pokes at it a little with his broom handle, and says, well, it's clearly not a actual corpse. It's magical in nature. I've experienced some creatures that dissipate after they're deceased. They typically come from other planes, though you may not believe that. It is odd. And there, it's all gone. If we had been able to get a sample, I could have run some tests, looked into it a little bit further, but whatever this creature was, it was the product of dark magic. I do know that. Not that I practice dark magic. I do not practice dark magic. I want that to be clear. I'm sorry, Your Majesty. I'm so sorry. Where are my manners?
Hand out for benefaction or whatever.
Yeah.
I am going to, but it's like very matter of fact, like, okay, let's get this over with. And I'm going to instruct any of the Weepers who are like not instruct, but I will like give advisement that, like, exposing this thing to sunlight is the way to defeat them, and ask them to, like, dissipate to their brethren to, like, help.
I'm gonna make a quick check here to see if any of them are smart enough to know your family connection.
Also, real quick question.
Yes.
This professor, you said he's from
Yes.
far away. I'm assuming he's speaking Italian. Is it accented any particular way?
Yes and no. It almost at times sounds like he originally had a French accent, and then other times there's a slight Spanish accent to it, a slight German. Is he from England? Why is a man from Palestine here?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You can't quite
Place it.
Like I said, he's an older gentleman. He has hair that's kind of slicked back and graying with a spun mustache and goatee, but completely clean shaven other than that. And he's in some sort of strange garment that he has a matching top and pants with a stripe down the arms and the legs, and he's wearing this necklace that is a perfect white cube.
I have thoughts about that, but Margot doesn't, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, I kind of interrupted your role about the Weepers.
Oh, and no, none of them are smart enough to put together your connection.
That's good.
Yeah, so there are no uncomfortable questions given to you. And the professor would say, well, my morning constitutional was interrupted. I have to be going. These old bones, they don't stay young unless you keep working them.
You will give a little, like, muted sort of nod of respect, and then I'm gonna go home and drink some wine for breakfast to get back some of these hit points.
Sounds like a plan.
I will also wake up Corso and obviously invite him to breakfast with me and tell him what is going on.
Got it. Corso, go ahead and roll me a charisma check to see if you are aware of this guy, the professor that was helping.
Let's see here. That is going to be an 18.
Margot, what did you get when you had rolled? Was it a 19?
I think she got
It
a
was
19.
19.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. You, like, he's a local eccentric from very far away.
Mhm.
Like, you've never been able to really figure out where he's from or anything like that. But he studies a great many things. He's always out running in the morning. But so that's pretty concerning to you, I would imagine, that statues are coming alive.
Yeah. In terms of the statues coming alive, did the Stonemasons Guild have anything to do with the construction of these fucking monstrosities?
Maybe way back in the day.
Right. Is there, like, it doesn't have to be right now, but at some point I would like to see if we have record of that somewhere.
Okay.
So I can figure out what these things are.
You could dispatch a runner to Marco, your assistant,
Mm-hmm.
To have him check over the records.
Yes, I will do that.
You have some wine, you regain some hit points. Master of Ceremonies,
Yes.
where did you scuttle off to?
Oh, I think I went back to the theater.
Okay.
Mhm.
And so at the theater, you rest and you pretend to have some breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Lift some food up to the mask, make chewing noises, you know.
And
Does the food
you-
disappear, or do you just set it back down after making chewing noises?
Just sets it back down. I
Back
think.
down.
I don't know.
The most hilarious part about that is that like that is way more conspicuous than just not eating food.
Yeah.
Everyone's too uncomfortable to call him on it.
It's like it's not even like Cookie Monster levels of just like mashing up the cookie in the puppet mouth. It's just literally holding food up to a mask, making a nom nom sound, and then putting the food back down untouched.
I think
So
the
much
really
worse.
disturbing part is that it's probably not an om nom nom sound. It's probably like very distinct and accurate food chewing noises.
Like you can hear teeth gnashing, but you see
Like
nothing.
It changes depending on what the texture of the food is supposed to be. Yeah.
Mhm.
Cracking of nuts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Terrible.
This.
And so you begin to receive reports from your troupe, from the stage manager, about the task that you had set them to.
Oh, excellent.
They have been busy through the night with their research. They contacted multiple sources that you have made them aware of. And while they do not have a location on the Silver Tongue, they can give you some information on it.
I'm all ears.
It is an artifact of great power. It is said to have originated in pre-Hellenic Greece and was wielded by individuals who would form cults to the pre-Hellenic gods,
Mm-hmm.
would rally armies to themselves, would use its power for their own benefit. But it would always lead them to their unfortunate demise, to everything that they had worked for crumbling around them before they were truly ever able to attain their goals. Rumored bearers of the Silver Tongue at one time or another would include Epidus, as well as Agamemnon.
Famous for his main weakness, the Agamemnon neck.
Honestly, the Agamemnon everything.
It is even possible that Alexander the Great possessed it, though based on the conquests, you would guess not. It was less about talking and more about conquering. But they say that if it is truly here within the city, then that is a valuable target.
Any connections to post-Roman English kings?
There are, it originates in pre-Hellenic Greece, but there are rumors of it all throughout Europe, throughout Scandinavia.
I mean, the tongue is a metaphor, Reed.
Yeah, I know, but I like the idea of just someone just carrying around like, yeah, let's go get them, and just wiggling a giant tongue at people.
I'm more
I don't
worried
think
about
they're carrying it in their hands.
Ah, so it's a Zolo from One Piece situation. Got it.
Could be.
That is what they've found so far. There is some speculation, like now that they look at history of the city, that it is possible, if it has been around, if it has been in Florence, and it hasn't been seen there's no recorded instances of it for a very long time, not since the Roman days. But if it is in Florence, it would have been used subtly if it was being used at all. And that's the information they have for you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your research. I suppose I shall let you get back to your rehearsal. Although, be sure to tell the actors that if they don't feel the muse's touch in their performance, they are to keep rehearsing until they do. Do you understand me?
The stage manager nods deeply. They will make sure that they redouble their efforts and that they consult the texts and that they practice without end until the muse grants them the strength needed to perform their roles.
Excellent. I have some contacts that I need to hit up.
So, we now will move to Nico and Leonardo and Alessandra, with Gaddis in tow.
What?
My 4 favorite Ninja Turtles.
The morning greets you. It is a disquieting morning in the workshop.
Yeah, because Gatus is here.
Beyond his unsettling presence, there is the fact at the betrayal that you have suffered, at the trauma of the previous night's events. You had guards dispatched from Margot to watch over you through the evening, and the fact that Alessandra was here as well would probably give you some, at least small comfort. But the morning comes. Your passive perception is not high enough to pick it up, but Alessandra would awake to the distant sounds of battle.
Well, it looks like I've got an errand for Gaddis first thing in the morning. Go check it out.
And he does.
Report back.
And eventually he does report back. But is there anything that you want to discuss or take care of before we get to that?
So, the other apprentice, and I'm sorry, I cannot find my notebook from the first couple of sessions, so I can't find her name off the top of my head.
Daphne.
Daphne. Is she around?
She is.
Okay.
She eventually came back. She came back probably around 6 a.m.
Okay.
You were
Damn.
asleep. She's at the party.
Yeah, like, fuck, girl. Get it.
Yeah. Yeah, she's passed out right now. I don't think the news of what happened last night was ever even conveyed.
Okay. Well, I'll let her sleep. Yeah, that was my only thing, was I was gonna chat with Daphne about Frederico. But if she is sleeping off her night of partying, I will let her do that.
Got it. Alessandra?
I would want to have a quiet conversation with Nico, like attempting not to disturb anyone else while Gaddis is off doing his thing. Mostly just to, like, check facts, because, like, Nico was there for the interrogation, and Corso and I's interrogation of the other saboteur spy. We got a lot of the same information, but just so that everyone has all the information, I think there needs to be an exchange there that I'm not sure happened last night when we all met up at Margot's.
Yeah, so you go back over the facts. Possibly stuff was shared, but there was a rush and everything last night. And so you go over everything and you make sure that you each know everything that the other knows.
Yeah. Does that include the parlay?
Yeah.
Message? Okay.
And Alessandra would 100% say, And if I had had it my way, that man would not have left a wall.
Yeah, Nico is maybe not like, yes, you should have, yeah, fucking Corso, you should have killed him, but is kind of grumbly about the, like, parlay, kidnap Da Vinci, stupid.
Which is the end point of this conversation, because Alessandra would like take a beat and then turn to you and ask, has Signora Da Vinci had any dealings with the Holy Roman Empire in the past?
I mean, yeah, like my instinct for it before asking Cole would be no, not as long as I have known him.
Based on just living in the city and being aware of Leonardo, how wide-ranging is his reputation?
It's getting there.
Right.
It
yeah.
really is. He's only 25, but like he is quickly gaining a reputation. His interests are not fixedly on military technology, but that's certainly where he receives the most funding from. He's
Sure.
able to use that funds for designing arms and armor or concepts for things to be used in war to fund his other projects.
There is clearly an interest in Leonardo's mind. I would be lying if I did not say that my invitation to Wallachia was one of desperate hope that we might attract him to help us in our own military endeavors. Clearly, that is a less than fair invitation. There are powers that would use him.
He says he knows this, but I think he gets caught up in the work. I don't think he sees as much as he says he does.
This is going to sound like I am doubling down on my offer, but I truly do believe that it would be best and safest for him if he left the city. I'm not saying he must go to the Carpathians. Lord knows there is no safety there either, but somewhere that is not here might be the safest place for Leonardo da Vinci.
I do not disagree, Mires. But as Nico will kind of pause and look away from Alessandra, as deep in each other's confidences as we are, could not even get him to leave the workshop for a night. I do not think I could get him to leave the city.
How committed are you to his safety then?
Where is this going?
Sometimes we must do things that we do not want for the greater good. And sometimes we must do things against our own will for the betterment of those around us. Just because Leonardo does not want to leave does not mean he cannot leave.
I am not going to betray his trust or confidence.
But would you step aside if those who are willing to make that choice decided what was best for him?
I do not think I would. Do what you think is right, Miresa, and I will too.
Thunder will kind of like... You suddenly realize she was like hunching a little bit to be a little bit more on your level, and when she stands up at her full height, 6'5", kind of like staring down at you a little bit.
And because I think that when Nico answered no, they kind of kind of puffed themselves up a little bit and is now trying very hard to not shrink back down again.
But her eyes a little shadowed, but still glinting with a little bit of crimson light flickering there. We'll say, Very well. Hopefully the parlay goes well.
You both hear movement from Frederico's room as Da Vinci emerges. He's taken all of the residual.
All of it.
It's all gone.
Was there so much that it would have been difficult to move by himself? Yeah.
Like a dangerous amount. And some of his journals, but not all of them. Some of the notebooks. His prototypes are gone as well. And a good deal of sheet metal.
There must have been another team that they sent in. I don't understand how he made it out, though. There was only the one entrance.
I don't know. He was there right before, but
The tunnels beneath the city are a labyrinth. Who knows what other passages he might have found.
just can't figure it out. I don't know. I don't understand what they needed me for. I don't understand what they are doing. Doing something.
My best guess is that they wanted to spare you as a piece of collateral damage when they take the city.
How charming.
In the blood and fire of a siege, not every soldier can be restrained. I do not know if either of you have ever lived through a siege before, but they are not neat.
Da Vinci definitely has not. And I don't think that Florence has come under siege during Nico's lifetime as
No.
well.
Correct me
Yeah,
if I'm
they're-
wrong, like Florence is a walled city,
Yes.
Yeah.
but it's also like a big open mercantile city, so like there are ways in and out that aren't, there's not like a single gate, there's a bunch of gates in and out of the city.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Florence
And
has actually had a series of 6 different walls from its conception from the Roman time of the Roman fort all the way to the current day. The 6th and final wall has been built. So now that you are all awake, do you plan to reconvene or do you have other plans for your morning?
Depends on how quick Gaddis comes back with news of the living statues killing
yeah.
Is right. Sorry, your scene was so lovely. Yes, Gaddis emerges from a shadow and says, "You are not going to believe this."
There's a great many things I am willing to believe at this point.
The statues that the Medici left throughout the city, the Weepers are attempting to tear them down, and the statues are fighting back.
Of course. We are being attacked from both sides outside the city walls, and of course, we are being attacked by the city itself. If statues are attacking people, we should probably consult the master of the stonemasons guild.
Well, you know where he is. You left him at Marco's.
Amargos.
We had stayed at Cochina's. We would have already been there.
Does Leonardo agree to come with us?
Yeah, I mean, he also hands the guards that are coming with you 4 chests worth of materials out of Federico's room while he attempts to figure this out.
Yeah.
The guards are like, we're supposed to be defending you, not like carry. Okay.
Yeah. We've turned from a retinue of soldiers to a baggage train on our way back.
He does insist that one soldier gets left there and that whenever Daphne wakes up that she needs to get Leonardo her project. It's due now.
Priorities, my dude.
Leonardo seems strangely focused.
but is he focused on the right thing? That's what we don't know.
He's a big picture kind of guy.
But so you the four of you, at the very least, reconvene at Margot's. I don't know what the
I will
master-
send.
Yes.
Is the is the theater of the Merry Minstrels unknown? Is it an actual theater where people come to perform, or is it just a creepy little? Okay, then I will have sent a messenger to get in contact with the Master of Ceremonies, or at least the minstrels, who I'm assuming are the best way of reaching him.
Typically, yeah.
So.
Master of Ceremonies, are you there to receive the message, or have you gone out and about?
I was planning on it. I think I have a bit of a morning routine, which was delayed because of my late night. So as I'm about to head out, I think I get the message.
Okay.
Wouldn't want to delay your morning routine.
Yeah,
Sorry.
God forbid we interrupt your latte time.
Well, yeah. So somebody is sent over to the theater.
Yes. They are challenged at the door, but they don't need to come in. They're just trying to deliver a message.
Don't think they want to come in.
They drew the short straw to send this message.
Weird, because there was only one straw. Just handed it to him.
I can't go through the welcome song again. Don't send me.
Bad luck, Dave.
Any messenger who is sent to the Merry Minstrels gets an automatic bonus.
Hazard pay.
What does the message specifically state?
There's work to be done. Don't get caught by the living statues on your way. XOXO Margot. I mean, it doesn't literally say that, but that's the vibe. XOXO Gossip Girl. Yeah.
P.S.
So I think
why you take those tongues, bro?
There's no proof that I did.
It is circumstantial at best.
No one ever saw the Master of Ceremonies there.
No.
Why would we?
So I think the master was going to reach out to some of his contact, I guess. Yeah. But since he has been requested by the gracious majesty of the city, well, he would be a fool to not oblige, and so he requests that the stage manager reaches out in his stead.
Very well. May I have a token for safe passage?
Can the token be anything, Cole? Is there something specific?
Just needs to be something to identify that they are your person and not fair game.
I have the exact thing. He will go into his private quarters and bring out a porcelain white mask. I think this shall suffice.
I will let you know what the sisters have to say. The stage manager is off on a perilous
As is
journey.
the master. Yes, I am also off to Margot's.
Got it. So you all convene at Margot's. There are probably maybe 6 in total statues that have come alive across the city. There are plenty of weepers attempting to deal with the problem, and the message appears to have gotten out to deal with them by breaking the stone and exposing it to sunlight. So the problem is being solved, though there are some definite casualties from the Weepers' numbers.
I mean, if we're passing any on our way there, Alessandra would stop and help.
Roll me a percentile. See if you pass near enough.
73.
Definitely pass close enough to see one of the battles that is occurring.
Yeah, Alessandra wouldn't not step in.
Got it. Nico, are you gonna assist at all?
Yeah, I got a few things that could help.
Okay. We don't actually
But
have to do the battle like we did previously, but let me know in what ways you would go about defeating these creatures.
I have prepared a few more spells that are a little more battle useful after last night.
Mhm.
So I can cast Reduce on a statue, make it smaller, make it easier to fight.
Nice.
Yeah, that definitely helps. And Alessandra just getting in there and prying it apart.
I stab it a lot.
Yep. You do. So between the two of you, you are pivotal in assisting these weepers in dismantling this statue, and you watch as it is the creature with the flesh within the stone is exposed, and it burns and boils and bubbles away into ash and smoke. And Alessandra, you can smell the darkness and the shadow, and you can feel the call of power, but not power like that which courses through your veins, but a cousin. Something from at least the same neighborhood.
Yeah, I figured. I was going to say, like, bursting to non-existence in sunlight is something Alessandra is, while not intimately familiar with, knows that might be a part of her future if things go accordingly. So, has she encountered anything like these creatures before? Probably not. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this is a new and terrifying experience.
Cool and good.
Yeah. But you reconvene at Margot's, all of you, including the Master of Ceremonies, summoned. Let's just say that the Master of Ceremonies gets there about the same time as you. The rest
He certainly doesn't get in any fights on the way over.
Quick diversion while we're on our way there. I do want to hand those pipes over that I got from the piper in the sewers over to Nico. Just be like, hey, found these. Don't worry about where. Can you tell me if they're magical or not?
Yeah, sure. Here's
I guess an Arcana check, or
yeah. Well, I have
just to
detect.
determine if. Oh yeah.
I have detect magic.
Whoops, sorry. There's some ketchup on there. I'll wipe that off for you. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, Marissa.
Do you use detect magic?
Yeah, and then
They are magical.
yeah. What? Well, so detect magic.
That's what school.
Yes. So I get to know enchantment. Okay.
Enchantment.
Yes, it seems to be some sort of enchantment. Have some sort of enchantment magic. Where did you say you found this?
A horrible skinny man in the sewers was using it to control many of the rats down there as she breaks them in half.
And Nico was saying, "Oh, then they're probably Oh, okay." You know, that doesn't actually make them stop being magic.
You just doubled the amount of pipes.
Yeah.
There is a tiny a tiny spark and little bit of an explosion as like one of the pipes actually, because it's like a pan flute type thing, as one of them like is completely like split down the middle, and that one kind of sparks and explodes a little bit as they're torn in half.
Cole, can I clarify something actually?
Yes.
I actually want the stage manager to set up a meeting, to go and set up a
okay.
meeting with them.
Got it. Okay. That is a much less fraught mission.
Yes. Yeah. Thinking about it, I should be the one to deal with them.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
There is a moment of relief when you clarify
Yeah.
that. You don't have to stay long enough for tea.
Yes, don't drink their tea.
So you all convene at the apartments of the Queen Consort. Corso and Margot are having a lovely breakfast. Margot appears to be who broken open a bottle of wine for the morning. Meeting is a go. So you are all back in place. As soon as Da Vinci is in and he instructs he commandeers a room, and Da Vinci just goes and holes up in it and just starts like pushing tables together and laying out documents and books and just going to town.
I guess that is fine.
What a lovely space you have here, Your Royal Highness. I love the decor.
Oh, yes, this is your first time in my apartment. I had forgotten I had not had the pleasure of your company.
Oh, that's all right. Better late than never.
Go looks at the camera.
What does the Master of Ceremonies look like today? He's not still wearing the nightmare headgear, is he?
No, that's a great question. Okay, so let's he is wearing let me just pull up the
Yes, let's consult the
sheet
Pinterest
here.
board.
I just wanted to make sure he wasn't dressed as like a cross between Cousin It and the False Hydra anymore.
No. I think he has a black suit with a coat that's draped over his shoulders with like a crimson red on the inside. There's gold filigree, and like the undershirt has this like almost skeletal pattern, like a rib cage coming out. His gloves are completely white, and he has a fairly modest headdress as far as the Master of Ceremonies is concerned. Obviously, still wearing the mask. There's still like a hood over the head, and the horns that come down have two little ornaments dangling from each one looking like a little neutral mask.
There's a lot going on visually. He's great.
And this is toned down, Master of Ceremonies.
Yep.
So
Just
modest.
casual day wear, Master of Ceremonies.
It's so subdued as to be normal.
Yeah.
No headdress made of hair.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby steps, I guess.
Yeah.
One day we'll catch him in just a kimono, and that will be a
This-
revelation.
This is part of his ready to wear collection.
Yeah.
Wait till you see his wardrobe. It's extensive.
It's just that scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark where it just opens and face melts.
Well, he does have a costuming department in his Merry Minstrels.
True.
Yeah.
So what do you discuss in this morning?
Why did the Medici leave statues full of gooey shadow monsters?
I mean, it would make sense that they're trying to exert influence no matter what, whether they're here or not.
Could it also have been some sort of uh, defense measure in case the city ever got invaded?
But why would they not have appeared during the rousting of?
It's true. I don't remember if any of the statues were attacked.
Well, no, because
Which-
that was like when that happened, right? That was like a specific. We went straight for the estate, right?
Yeah.
There wasn't like a full blown citywide like we're tearing everything down. It was just we're ousting the individual,
Yes.
It would have to be a pretty devastating siege for statues to be attacked and then be a defense mechanism. So yeah, that does not seem to be very probable.
Has no other Medici edifice been defaced up till this point?
Apparently.
Well, so like that's the thing. It's just the statues, right? Nothing
Right.
else
As far
has
as we know.
happened, right? Like taking a plaque or whatever off of like a school or some other
Building.
location isn't doing anything. It's just the statues.
Apparently.
Okay.
There haven't been any like floating busts rising up and smashing
Yeah.
people over the head.
I was imagining someone like chipping a carved face facade off, and there's just like tentacles underneath it. It's like
Has Marco gotten back to me yet with any documents while we're in this meeting?
It's been a little bit. You would eventually receive a message that the statues were all artistic commissions. None specifically came through the Stonemasons Guild.
Shit. Okay.
Did they all have the same
Interesting.
creator?
Yeah,
I
who made
was about
them?
to ask.
They were
Oh, okay.
varied according to what Marco has been able to dig up. Varied creators.
And I'm guessing they weren't all made at the same time or
No,
like spread
over,
across.
over a period of about 75 years.
I imagine this was some built-in feature rather than a grand conspiracy with multiple artists, some sort of magic enchantment on them.
Right. I mean, it would make sense no matter where they got the statues from if what they did to them that created
fill
this
it with
happened
goo.
after. Yeah, if it has happened after the fact.
This brings me to another point I had hoped to speak with you about. There is the Medici estate is, I think, maybe where all this originates from. I have an inkling there is some sort of centralized something there.
In the 5 years since the ousting of the Duke, we discussed, Cole, like what
Yep.
Alessandro's been up to.
Yep.
I would have assumed I turned that place upside down.
You
The ones
can't.
in the city.
Yeah.
The villas in the city you can. There was nothing there. Some of them were the big one, the Palazzo Medici, was mid-construction when the Duke was ousted, and so it sits empty and with a finished facade, but the interior is still bones, effectively. But you would have learned about the estate out in the country, but you never were able to get there.
Do you have access to this place?
Oui, I have means to get there and bring others with me.
I'm gonna stare Margot dead in the eyes,
Oh,
and I'm looking for something there, some piece of shadow that is reflected in my own gaze.
Oh, and you just hit that up.
oh, that was so. Oh, that was such perfect timing for that. Okay.
Oh. Roll me.
I'm looking at insight here.
Yeah, roll me an insight
Intrigue.
check.
I'm assuming that there is not. I don't know that Margot would.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 19.
Total or a natural
Total.
19?
I wish natural 19.
Yeah.
There's maybe the slightest edge, but if there is darkness that you recognize in her eyes, it would be similar to the equivalent would be like a sister of yours, a biological sister of yours, if you have one, kin of your own that do not necessarily share in your gifts, but are close.
Mm-hmm.
An edge, perhaps.
Does Margot flinch at Alessandra's stare?
Ooh, that is a good question. And I think I'm gonna make a roll to see if that's the case, because it wouldn't come naturally if she did. Like, she wouldn't want.
Mm-hmm.
She'd suppress it if at all possible.
Let's see how she does.
Yeah. This is where I will roll my deception. That's 23 on deception, so no, I think she keeps it together.
Okay. What color are Margot's eyes?
They're like darkish green.
Okay.
Like grayish green.
So that gray-green meets yellow flaked with red. She stares you down. And there's a moment where there's no breath that escapes Alessandra's chest. She doesn't blink for a little bit too long. But then eventually she leans back and says, "That'll be extremely useful."
I cannot help but think that this is perhaps the solution to one of our problems. Cole, do I know where this is? Where the estate is? Like, have I...
Yeah, it would be you would know where it is. While you haven't been there, it is supposed to be in the hills outside of Florence, to the northeast in Frizzole.
I will generally describe the area, and
There it is up on a ridge above the town, and it overlooks all of Florence. You can see it from Florence. You can point to it.
just can't
But the
get
fact that Alexandra was never able to make it there, it's just like you would climb the ridge that you thought it was on, and it's on the next ridge. And then you would go down the valley and you'd climb the next ridge and you wouldn't find it, and you'd look back and it was 2 ridges back.
Oh, Alessandra is passingly familiar with landscapes such as that. The shifting cliffs of the Carpathians are a well-trod path for a daughter of Wallachia.
Is there anything else that you all wanted to address at this meeting before the plot marches on?
I'm just enjoying the show. Just seeing what I can listen to.
The only thing I would be not concerned about is trying to figure out what's the most pressing, like which thing needs to be answered first, right?
Yeah,
Do
I
we
was
deal
gonna
with
say
the
like
statues? Do we deal with the Holy Roman army?
We have the
What?
same timeline for both of those. They are both set to march on Florence on the 7th day.
The
I was told that, and I'm pretty sure that I mentioned it to you
oh
guys
yes.
As
okay,
the,
that's right.
The envoy showed up at the
and offered to let me
at
leave.
the party. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Sorry, I thought that was also the papal thing.
We assumed that was because they knew about the papal thing, not that they also brought an army.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Because I was, gonna say, speaking of things that are north of Florence, if we are able to parlay with the army of the Holy Roman Empire, what, uh, who is going to do that? What is the plan for that?
We must tell Savonarola. Yes?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably.
Do you think that he is in a state to be parlaying with such a power?
If not he, then who?
I do not think necessarily that we should do it, but we are members of this city who have done quite a bit for it. So, besides, we are the ones who requested it. So, we have Margot here, we have Nico and Leonardo, who maybe not the best person to take.
No,
but-
neither myself nor Nico doesn't say this, but my charisma score is not very high.
Okay. But I am hesitant to send Savonarola, given his want to do anything to save, like, Florence. Like, I don't want him to just like show up and be like, "Yeah, sure, we're gonna join back with the Holy Roman Empire." I see that going poorly.
You don't
But
trust him.
isn't that a better alternative than just getting the city burned down by a bunch of
I mean,
zealot psychopaths?
Yes, right. Yeah, that is a better alternative, but I feel like there's probably a thing that we could do if we roll well enough to be like, great, cool. We could strike some sort of deal, right? Where we can maintain that level of like autonomy and have an agreement in place to make sure that we are not becoming a papal state.
So, let me get this straight. You would like to send Savonarola, but you don't fully trust that he will do what's necessary.
No, I don't want to send. Logically, it would make the most sense for him to go, but given his current state and the conversations that I've had with him recently, he doesn't seem to be the most mentally sound.
Shame. Well, I am familiar with the man. Perhaps I could go in his stead?
Now, wouldn't
Maybe
you
we
say
send
go
Savonarola.
instead?
All of us just like, oh my god, he's gonna body double the.
Master of
I mean-
Ceremonies, I have to ask, where were you last night?
In my theater.
And so you would know nothing about the disposition of our two prisoners here.
And say that I do.
Is
He
he
seems
lying?
genuine.
Oh, damn it.
Seems genuine.
I'm never going to win this roll off, but damn it, I have to try.
I was gonna say you could.
Oh, interesting. Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
I don't want to engage in PvP. This is not what I do.
This would not be you engaging in PvP. This would be you intervening in PvP. We must
Margot?
at least wait until there is a response from the leader of the army to our north.
I can go check on Savonarola given the events of today as well. Perhaps things are different.
Margot, an attendant approaches you. It would even be Amelia approaches you. There is a summons here for you as well. I believe technically the summons is for the envoys of the city, which apparently have been identified as yourselves. Asking
Well, I
that
guess.
asking that you come to Palazzo della Signore.
Okay.
Speak of the devil.
Glance at the Master of Ceremonies.
I owe him a lot of money.
I guess we gotta go.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I would send Gaddis off to find my other familiars and inform them of what's going on.
Got it.
Who was the message from?
The message is from Savonarola,
Oh, okay.
but
Just no one-
the message, when you take a look at it, envoys, it basically says you, as in Corso and Alessandra and Margot, have been apparently identified as envoys to the city.
Oh, nice. I don't even have to go.
Margaret just like hand on shoulder grips.
Have apparently been identified as envoys to the city by the Imperial Provost, who wishes to negotiate.
Oh, sick. Cool.
I'm sure
Literally what we were just
Savonarola.
talking about.
Yeah, Savonarola, not knowing that
Yeah.
the Imperial Holy Roman Army, oh man, words, were there, as probably just shit himself finding out that this exists too.
Mamma mia.
Does the
That's what he said.
I spilled my spaghetti.
So do you all end up going?
Yeah.
Or do just three of you? Okay. Master of Ceremonies as well?
Oh, yes, why not?
Very well.
Oh,
So-
are you sad you weren't invited?
I will leave.
An invitation never stopped me before.
Or lack thereof.
Fair enough.
What do you mean by that? She's like,
I will take some food into where Da Vinci's working, and I will tell him what's happening. I will make sure he is paying attention to me when I tell him that we are leaving and that we're going to leave guards.
He thanks you, he gives you a kiss, and he do you pay attention to what he's working on at all? Do you glance at it at all, or is it
Yes.
like, okay, make your choice between Arcana or Investigation.
I'm going to do investigation.
Okay.
And just a heads up, part of my instructions for the other familiars, Holt definitely would be getting a note to like, you watch Leonardo, make sure he doesn't go anywhere.
Got it.
Can't I do math? 18. No. Hold on. I can't do math. 22.
22. Some of the stuff that Leonardo is like, he's got calculations out that he's been doing. We're trying to figure out, like, it appears like Matt to be like calculating stones in weight of stones of residuum, like power output, and like what you could do with that,
Mm-hmm.
as well as piecing together like the remove, like what are the holes that are now present in Frederico's research, and it look to you, your kind of more empirical mind, you look at all this and go, well, you could either cast a really big spell once or a pretty powerful spell over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, how much am I getting I have become Death Destroyer of Worlds vibes?
I was
It
going to ask,
edges.
how many Mechagodzillas can this power?
Not
Mhm.
Mechagodzillas, but
Frankenstein's?
there's
A scale from Frankenstein to Mechagodzilla. Where are we at on the abomination against nature scale?
there's a serious edge towards like a large construction, a whole bunch of residuum to power it, and apparently part of uh Federico's previous research before working on the larger residuum batteries, the more powerful ones, was some more weapons technology, some more like, well, if you use 2 residuum batteries, you can make a gun that will shoot magic missiles.
You're going to give the Holy Roman Empire laser guns.
So that's at least where the path that it looks like that Leonardo is going down to try and figure out what Federico is trying to build.
Yeah. Oof.
Lovely. Great. Good and cool.
Damn it,
Just speaking
Federico.
of that.
You know what's great? Guns that can't miss. Fucking magic missile. Get out of here. Jesus. Oh.
I mean, hell, if you can get a bunch of fireballs going, then don't really need to aim.
Aiming's for chumps.
Look, one of these guns has your
sure.
name on it. One of them just says, "To whom it may concern."
But so that's what you're able to glean just like
Okay.
from the quick glance over everything. It's like, ooh, this is concerning. This is a concerning like avenue of study.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so that's what you get before you leave. So the 5 of you head off to the Palazzo della Signore, where you what's up?
I was just gonna say, just a dumb flavor text thing, but I think between like the antechamber and like stepping outside, um, Margot is like will bring two of her like ladies in waiting with her, and her appearance like completely changes from so like she'll exit after everyone and she's like wearing a completely different dress, and you like maybe this morning was the first time you've ever seen her without like just a fuck ton of illusion magic placed on her, because she's like back to being she's like blonder than she was 10 seconds ago, and like yeah.
Face looks smoother.
Yeah. She looked a little like rough from the morning and from getting the shit kicked out of her from a statue, and it's like, oh.
Meanwhile, Alessandro's wearing
weather
the
like
same armor
outside?
from the night before.
What's the
The
weather like?
It is a clear, sunny spring morning, edging in towards noon by this point. A little chilly, but not terribly so.
That's nice.
You make your way there and are shown into what typically would be the full meeting hall for the Signore. The salon that you're shown into currently contains a table at which sits Savonarola on one side, and Someone that, well, two of you have definitely seen, that three of you might have seen, is the Imperial Provost Zin. And to those of you who have not met him, he is introduced as such. He does wear an undershirt this time, though it is unbuttoned down to the mid-chest, and so his gold-flaked skin shows forth. And in more the better lighting conditions that this place is in, it really does stand out. Where sunlight hits, it glows almost with light. There's almost like a slight disco ball effect as the light reflects off of tiny scales. And Zin would greet you all as, wonderful. The envoys who sent the message are here.
One of his little, disco lights catches Alessandra in the eye, and she flinches when he turns.
So I understand you wish to parley. Our dear, the word escapes my brain. The Gonfalonieri was quite confused when I showed up today. I've explained a little bit of the situation to him. After all, we're here to help. We don't want Florence to burn.
And what is it that you want?
We want what we've always wanted. Well, His Imperial Majesty wishes for Florence to return to the fold. And if you do, then our army will protect the city.
Alessandra is definitely waiting for some of the Florentine natives to speak up, as her national status is not exactly giving her credence to be.
Same.
Oh shit, it really, it's me and Corso, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's bad, you guys.
I mean, I'm being persuasive.
Everywhere, but yeah,
Nico's on the verge of being just fucking word vomiting everything that happened last night.
I mean, it'd be something.
At that point, Corso will be like, well, thank you, Provost Zin. Happy you could make it. Gonfalonieri, sorry, I took the opportunity to set up a meeting here. I figured this would be an opportunity that we did not want to miss. So I will squarely take that upon my shoulders. I apologize for any strangeness for the situation. So
It has certainly been a morning for strangeness, I would say. Wouldn't you, Your Majesty?
Looking over at Margot.
Yep.
Me?
Couldn't be.
Then who?
There is certainly the old past 24 hours has been unsettling,
To say the least. And so is it as simple as we return to the Empire? We join and we'll be defended? We'll be protected? To which Zin would reply, certainly. There are a few stipulations, of course, but everything would continue smoothly.
Can I roll an insight on Savonarola? How likely is he to... Maybe it's not an insight. You can tell me. How likely is he to actually go along with this and not just blow this meeting the fuck up.
I'd say that's insight. Definitely. Yeah.
I mean, he knows how fucked the city is right now, so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
It's that good, huh?
I gotta stop using this die because I don't believe in the cursed die, but it's making me mad. That's only at 16. Yes, pick 16.
If it'll save the city, you think Savonarola will go along with it.
Oh god. Okay.
What
Cool if we had been able to meet with him before this happened.
I was hoping that it was,
It was
like a letter was going to go like straight to us, and we were just going to go have a conversation with them without Savonarola.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because he makes things worse every time. He sucks.
He's trying.
Try better. Do better.
Do I see the signet ring that was sent with this with the messenger anywhere?
Zin has it on the table in front of him.
Okay. I just want to make sure that this is a reaction to what we did and not an independent, like, this was always going to happen.
That would have been funny.
We
So, like-
leave and another person shows up for our meeting. And just,
But no, that in particular gives us some interesting information, because, like, clearly this wasn't what they planned on doing right from the get-go, because Zin was already in the city and could have done this days ago.
This is true.
But they only did this after they failed to capture Da Vinci.
Yeah.
Now, whether or not they were going to pull this trigger after capturing Da Vinci, who knows? But, like, I think we forced their hand in an important way.
Yeah.
And so if the signet ring is out on the table, that means the socially savvy among us would have that information of just like, okay, this was a return of the thing that Alessandra sent off.
Mhm.
And everyone but Nico would be able to pick up on that, because Nico's passive insight is only 13.
Okay.
And also, the Italian fury. It's flowing through me. Whose ring is that? I don't care.
Alessandra would walk over slowly and pick the ring up. And I don't... She saw the provost at the party, but I don't think...
No, you left.
Oh, did I
before.
leave before he showed up?
Yeah.
In that case, does Alessandra recognize this asshole as a Dragonborn?
I don't believe that you've ever met this person, but you would know, like, as they've been introduced and all of that, you would know what their position is as an advisor and envoy from him,
Right.
from his Imperial Majesty.
And just so I can get this in my head, I don't think this is information that anyone else would necessarily have, but, like, where does the Order of the Dragon stand on the Holy Roman Emperor?
As far as the Order of the Dragon in this universe is concerned,
Yeah.
in at least pageantry and historical context, the Holy Roman Empire says that they derive their power and lineage from that of Rome through dragons, which the Order of the Dragon would stand against.
Right. Got it. So, again, with this guy's goldeny flecked skin, would Alessandra recognize him for what he is?
Oh, what he is. Yeah. This guy's a Dragonborn.
Yeah, okay. So, Nico's barely contained rage. Alessandra is countering that with, like, barely contained contempt.
Great, just what you want in a diplomatic party.
I have an
And so-
excuse. I'm just a peasant.
And so
Play with
Savonarola would finally say, as you can cut the tension in the room with a knife, and what would these stipulations be? Well, His Imperial Majesty believes that there would need to be a change in governance. We would ask that you step down as the Gonfalonieri, and that someone who could take charge of the city and lead it as an upstanding member of the Empire take charge in your stead.
Anything else?
Savonarola just like, gee, thanks.
No, I mean like usually like when you ask like, hey, we want these things, and they're like, oh yes, also we're going to tax you a ton, and we are going to install garrisons here so you cannot rise up against us, and yada yada, you know.
Joke's on you, we've got no money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have someone in mind for taking control of the city?
We do, in fact. I believe you're all well acquainted with Julio de Medici.
Oh? Is that in character?
Oof.
Bitch, what?
He will be reinstated as Duke of Tuscany.
You understand that would make this hostile, shall we say, for the 6 of us to continue to reside in Florence. That is an awkward position you put us in, no?
Well, would you rather that Florence be burned to the ground?
And she will, Alessandra will turn and start walking away.
Am I getting a read on this guy at all?
Let's see if he did his research on you. Nope, his mind is an open book to you.
Let's flip through the
Gorgeous.
pages, shall we?
Oh, he's a pleasant man.
Oh.
He wants what's best for people.
A true
He doesn't
believer.
want to see Florence burned to the ground.
Of course.
He does hope that this goes over smoothly. And you can sense that he's willing to negotiate and is granted the power to negotiate if proposals are given.
A few steps away, Alessandra, her back to the situation, is going to say, Julio de Medici is the reason we are in this position to begin with.
And Savonarola would, in a surprising turn of events, say that he agrees with the ambassador from Wallachia. And those words, like you can, if this were another place, another day, and you weren't here, might be a much more uncouth phrase in reference to you. But he agrees. Why would we ever allow that darkness back into Florence? This is all the Medici's fault to begin with. Why would we ever do that?
Not to mention it would trigger a relentless response from the Papal States. The whole reason they are here to burn the city to the ground is because of the Medici.
And Savonarola just looks at you, Margot.
Whatever. Fuck off. I don't say that.
French.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
What does that look?
Okay. So you're open to counter offers. What if we were to install What if,
Counter offer
what
is
if,
fuck off.
what if we were to put someone else there?
Counteroffer.
Not-
Shit and die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yes, okay, right. Yeah, that would be the best thing. Hey, we'll fight for it. We'll fight for you, and you know what? We're gonna go eat shit and die afterwards. Wow, good. Yeah, I want to see if they'd be amenable to having someone else.
Literally anyone else.
Yeah.
Fucking the master of ceremonies. That's
Well,
true.
okay.
No. Okay.
Wait.
Let's not go through full
City. Oh, how pedestrian.
I'm a
So
country
busy.
boy, don't you know?
Oh.
And ladies love a country boy.
Mhm.
Although I will say I have
They-
played
my
many
tractor's
kings
next
in
to you.
my time.
What is their response to that question?
Do you have someone in mind? Do you have someone that you think would please His Imperial Majesty?
Of course, it's like me.
No.
You.
This is a power.
Do we know who the Holy Roman Emperor is?
Frederick III. Von
Frederick III.
Habsburg.
Okay. I think the that has been stated, but I cannot.
It has.
Fucking Habsburg. Damn.
Fucking
Okay.
Habsburgs.
So, I know it's not like. What if we met halfway in the middle and? Okay, so. Hey, Margot.
Oh wait, I'm suddenly on board with this plan now.
Yeah, right. Like, okay. So, Margot helped oust the previous one, right? Like, that's great for her and everything, and is obviously a person who would be potentially amenable to the public at large because of that. Right? You helped.
That is true. I will point out that I am literally queen of a foreign nation, though.
Yeah.
Which might be seen as a
little conflict of interest.
less.
How long are you going to be queen of a foreign nation, though?
I don't know.
So why be queen of a foreign nation when you can be queen here and just protect yourself? I'm just this is an alternative I'm coming up with.
I
guess
if
if-
Russo proposes that in character, Margot will demur and like basically say Like,
Yes,
while I'm
Corso would
flattered.
suggest
Yeah.
that.
I'm flattered, but I think that I would like to not be guillotined.
And more importantly, no offense, Margot, how does Zin react to that proposal?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
No, that's
Yes.
a very good question.
Zin keeps a pretty neutral mask on his face.
Please.
You can make it.
Familiar.
Did you say familiar? Like because it's a neutral
I also
mask?
have a neutral mask. Yeah, of course.
So dumb. Okay, well, I don't know how that's an 18.
You can't
Yeah.
get a good read.
Probably like garbage.
Master of Ceremonies, though,
Yes.
you know, it's not the worst plan. There are complications, certainly, though if that divorce is finalized, then
All this bitch
things could
fucking
move
knows.
ahead.
Marco, we all know, okay? We all know. We just don't talk about
Mm.
Nico doesn't know.
it. Yeah.
But Savonarola can barely contain his rage at the idea of any Medici, anyone related to the Medici, being in control of Florence.
Perhaps maybe as like kind of a regent till we figure out a better option.
I mean, at this point, like, fuck it, I'll do it. I don't care.
This is power play all along.
I-
Reed's been masterminding this.
Mwahaha. You look back at him, he's got a bowler hat and a mustache he's twizzling. Like, I just don't want something to not come from this meeting. Otherwise, it was pointless. So,
I need some sort of check.
I don't want to give Zin what he wants, though.
From and for
I
what?
mean, you gotta convince if you're
Okay.
trying to lay out a plan, then you need to convince Zin and you need to convince Savonarola, or you need
Great.
to remove Savonarola from the equation.
How does Savonarola look? Does he look like he has been up all night and everything?
Savonarola looks like he got about 3 hours of sleep. That was
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, so he's looked like that for a while now.
He has
and
now progressively looked worse and
Great.
worse and worse.
So in that case, Gonfalonieri, do you have one quick second? I would like to have a conversation with you.
Very well.
Might
Please excuse us.
we also adjourn briefly?
Very well. Let us break into small groups.
Yeah.
Split the party.
Alexander will stay at the table staring down Zin.
Yeah, that's fair.
And Zin will smile back at you.
Cocky son of a bitch.
How is your master?
Sorry.
Alexander will say, thriving.
That is wonderful. He really must attend one of His Imperial Majesty's balls.
No.
So spicy.
I will RSVP for you.
Mm-hmm.
Corso, you are speaking with Savonarola. What did you want to propose to him?
All right. Like, first off, I would ask him, like, what would he have me do in this situation?
Purge the darkness from Florence, and then we don't even have to submit.
Great. So we purge the darkness from Florence, and then what's to stop the Holy Roman army from just marching on us the moment that they're gone?
Savonarola doesn't know about the army yet.
I'm sorry, there's a what?
Yes. Yeah.
How far away is this conversation happening?
I don't know, Reed, how far away did you walk?
Well, let's say there's like a side room.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Within 30 feet?
Probably not.
Okay, never mind then.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
you don't
sorry,
know?
Guildmaster. What was that?
Yeah. Yeah, I apologize for not sharing this information with you earlier, but I would have assumed that the time you spent having a conversation with Zin before we got here, he would have shared the fact that there is an entire army laying in wait 4 miles from the walls of Florence.
And you can see the gears begin to turn in Savonarola's head.
Now he is shitting that brick.
And the function machine that is Savonarola's mind outputs this solution. Well, okay. No, we can still come out on top. We purge the darkness from Florence, and then we entreat the Cardinal to protect us.
I will say, I realized I didn't actually have to adjourn at the same time as Savonarola, that same thing pops into Corso's head from Margot. Like, how about we just fucking make the Papal army fight the Holy Roman army for us?
You get a thing back from Corso saying, yeah, that's the whole point. We're just doing it the inverse of that.
Oh, it's not sending. You can't actually respond. Sorry.
Hey, guess what? I talk back to you.
Can I respond then?
Yeah, we can have a full-blown conversation.
Okay, cool. Margot spits back like, yes, but the Papal army is not going to then take over Florence. They will leave us alone.
How do you know they're not going to ensure that we... They do give a shit.
They just want the darkness gone.
The best way to ensure that darkness doesn't crop up is that they need to then take power here. Like there's no way in which someone doesn't leave power here. unless we have it like in paperwork that they can't.
Savonarola does not maintain his job through this mess.
No.
Yeah.
Historically, he doesn't.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna go visit his family upstate at a farm somewhere.
I think how this like cinematically happens is like Corso and Savonarola are having this conversation, and then like Corso's attention is like split between this like heated conversation with Savonarola and Margot just in his head like
Margot. Anyways, Gon Valinieri. What if there was another way we could get them to accept our terms?
Listening.
How were things settled in centuries prior? Or previous, sorry.
Or you would...
How would you avoid a war? Right.
A diplomatic solution. That's clearly not the case here.
we get the Pope and the Holy Roman Empire and we marry them.
Get them to
Oh,
marry each other.
Yes. Okay.
Perfect.
It's either that, they either marry or they duke it out in a boxing match.
What?
This Sunday, His Holiness versus the High and Mighty Holy Roman Empire. Sunday.
Well,
And
it's
on the
His
seventh
Holiness
day,
versus
he
His
slugged
Holiness.
it out. This Sunday at the Colosseum of Rome.
You wish... You want to challenge them?
I mean, we have an envoy of Wallachia. If you've seen the things that she's done. Oh, you can't? Okay. All right, fine. As Mike makes the neck, like, cut him off. He can't fight on our behalf. Okay.
That's,
Okay.
No, that's no, because I'm pointing. I'm not cutting the neck. I'm pointing at the collar.
Yeah. No, that's fine. You're not actually doing it. Like, this is Corso thinking through the process of being like, actually, no, that can't work. Okay, the Master of Ceremonies freaks me out, so no.
Maybe he'll freak them out. No.
Yeah, maybe it'll scare them too much. Okay,
Send him to the
Nico.
Vatican. That'll work.
Yeah, Nico. I don't think
No.
is the most combat effective,
Nothing.
and Margot fought a statue earlier. Okay,
What are you proposing?
we agree to certain terms based on a challenge. If we win a one-on-one, head-to-head, duel of wills, what have you, we get to decide the terms. If we lose, they get to decide. Either way, we get protected by them.
We would have to summon the full Signore to decide the matter, but I will not accept any terms where Julio de Medici returns to power.
Sure would be a shame if something happened to Julio Medici.
That's what I was wondering is if he's close at hand.
We can ask. But I will purge this darkness from Florence.
I mean,
one
that's
way
going to-
or another.
Agreed.
So do you return from your small group sessions?
Is he like amenable to the idea of a direct challenge?
So long as the terms do not include Julio de Medici or Margot being in power in the city, yeah,
Okay.
sure. Why not?
But whether or not Zin goes for it.
Yeah.
So you return?
Yeah.
And you propose you propose a personal challenge. You challenge in His Imperial Majesty.
Yeah, like his champion that he wants to put forward. I mean, I'm not gonna
Go
me
fight
playing
that
it.
dipshit.
I'm gonna fight him. I fight him for the throne. I don't.
That's such a bad
Fuck the
idea.
Habsburg.
Yeah. Fuck Florence. I want the whole thing. No.
Christ.
Yeah.
You want a piece of this, Corso? Nah, bitch, I wants the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need some sort of persuasion check to get this plan through.
Okay. Yeah.
Do you attempt to share this plan with your compatriots before you go forward?
I mean, sure, I can share with everyone. I think me making a decision for everyone is going to wind up not being great for friendships and whatever I have with the master of ceremonies.
It's a friendship.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, Corso making a decision for the good of Florence as a whole tracks way better than the rest of us, because, like, of the party, 3 of us really don't have skin in the game of whether or not Florence sticks around past next week, other than my stuff's here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like it to.
Sure, yeah.
Please, because I live here now and I don't really have a home to go back to. But
And
Okay.
I
Work here.
all I do is make stuff
All right.
So
and go to church. That's all I do.
make your persuasion check then.
I give Corso bardic inspiration.
Of course.
What does that give me? A D8?
D8, yeah.
D8.
Persuasion is a charisma. I'm wondering if
Did
Flash
you
of genius?
prepare Eagle's Splendor?
yeah, because I have enhanced. That's one of my ones that I'm just always going to have prepared. Like, place a hand on his shoulder. Like, I'm assuming Corso looked kind of resolute as he's coming back, and
He's sweaty. He does not have
Oh.
sleeves, so he's a little sweaty.
So that actually also makes sense. So
Yeah.
Nico will, take a deep breath and put a hand on his shoulder, kind of give him a little boost.
So what does that do for me?
You get advantage
Oh, sweet. Okay.
on charisma checks. So
And then you have a D8.
Okay. So that is either with advantage. That
Mhm.
makes that my first roll was 30 and my second roll was 29. So we'll go with 30.
Pretty good.
Very well. If we win, which we will, a Medici will not sit the throne of Florence. We will find another. And if you win, we will help you, but one way or another you will return to the Empire. Name your champion.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it.
Very well.
I see nobody else jumping at the opportunity to do this as I stare at y'all's screens here.
what am I gonna
Come on,
do?
Nico, use a gun. It's the Indiana Jones scenario. Fuck it. Yeah, I'll do it.
Pick your time and place.
It's a stupid little twink.
Today is Monday.
Today is Monday. I have no idea what day it is.
Monday.
Let's do it. Let's do it tomorrow then.
All right. Tomorrow. And your place?
The square here.
Okay, so in the piazza, just outside the building, you will fight the Imperial Champion. As we pull
are
back,
not prepared.
Hey, how many guns you got, Nico?
I will start working on what I'm gonna do for you.
Yeah. So as we pull back from the palazzo, from this meeting that may decide or has decided the fate of Florence, a possible fate of Florence. Elsewhere, there is the continued marching of boots. There is a man with muscles rippling across his body who cracks his knuckles in preparation. And somewhere, in darkness, a man sits, a crown of shadow upon his head, as he looks into the darkness of God and knows that everything is going according to plan.